All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. Thursday, April 13th, 2023. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. How you doing today?
No, not too bad. Hanging in there.
I didn't have too bad of a day yesterday. I went 5-2 on my picks yesterday.
I went 6-2. I hit my two NBA picks, both overs, and then I hit my parlay for the NHL. Baseball, I didn't do too good. I went 1-2.
NBA, I was 1-1. Baseball was 3-1. Or 4-1, excuse me, 4-1. 4-1 in baseball. I lost the Rangers. I had Rangers beating the Royals. They lost. And then basketball, I had the Raptors beating the Bulls. They ended up losing that game, but I had OKC against the Pelicans. I had OKC plus the 5.5, but they ended up winning outright. So I went 5-2. That brings me to 200 and 171 on the year. All right, 200 and 171 on the year. Check this out real quick. Don't have a real big slate of games today. Really, I know you have some MLB, maybe a little bit of NHL. I haven't looked at the hockey today, but I know there's no NBA today till Saturday. First round of the playoffs officially start on Saturday, so no NBA. All right, I'm gonna get the stuff pulled up here real quick. Oh no, excuse me. You got some NBA tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Got the last of the playing games tomorrow night. Fellas, is Lodolo a lock for over 7Ks tonight?
I like it.
I do too. He's been pitching well, and he's going against a Phillies team that does strike out quite a bit as well. So yeah, Andre, I do like Lodolo, or however you pronounce. I never know if I'm pronouncing his damn name right or not, but I do like Lodolo. Red's starting pitching has been pretty good. That hasn't been their problem on winning games. It's uh been more the relief pitching, not being able to hold on to leads when we get them. Got a lead late last night, gave it right back. End up, I think they end up losing by a run.
Yeah, we're what 4-6 or something like that, 4-7, whatever, and we should probably be reversed.
Yes,
But it is what it is. You would think someday they would try to fix that relief pitching. That's been their downfall for the last 2 or 3 years, probably as much as anything.
all these prospects they have. All right, just one second. He says, "I need Andre. I need somebody to pair him with." All right. Well, We'll start in baseball, and then we'll move on from there. You already have a couple games going on. You have the Athletics and the Royals are playing. They're 7-7, getting ready to start the eighth inning. And then you also have the Rays and Red Sox. The Rays are up 9-3 over the Red Sox. Look like they're going to move to 13-0. And I know they haven't played the toughest schedule, and there's been some talk about that. But still, you have to win the games. And in baseball, anybody can beat anybody. Um, they have a tougher series getting ready to come up. I forget who it's against now, but they'll have to play some other teams, and we'll see how they do. But I don't matter who you're playing. If you're hitting the ball the way the Rays are right now, they're going to be tough to beat. They're really pounding the ball. All right. Hey, how's it going, Billy? He says he has the Orioles, Tampa, Reds, and Yankees tonight. Andre says Yachty is playing it. Andy is playing out of his mind right now. Cards, Rays, Yankees, and Jays. Billy says. All right. First game that we have be starting at 6:40 p.m. It's the Philadelphia Phillies at the Cincinnati Reds. The Phillies are 4-8 on the season. Reds are 4-7 on the season. So both these teams have not got out to real strong starts. Uh, I think we split. Did we split the series with Philly last weekend?
Sounds right.
On the mound tonight for the Phillies, you have Falter. He's 0-1 with a 2.61 ERA. On the mound for the Reds, you have Lodolo, who is 1-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so far these teams have played each other 3 times, and Phillies have won 2 of them. The Reds have won one. Uh, let me get back to the odds here. Just 1 second. All right, the Reds are 1.5 run favorites at home, minus 130 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 9. Phillies are plus 110 on the money line. I like the Reds in this game. You have Lodolo on the mound who's been pitching real well. Um, Reds have been hitting the ball pretty good.
The guy that was looking for another prop bet, I've got one here that I think looks pretty good. It's Paul Goldschmidt for St. Louis, who they're facing today, and the way he's been hitting the ball. I know St. Louis ain't been playing very good, but he's been pretty hot, and it's got him take him over 1.5 bases, total bases, plus 100. I think that would be a good one to pair up. I forget who was asking, but
Andre was asking, and then we have next game up be the Minnesota Twins at the New York Yankees. Yankees are 1.5 run favorites. They're minus 148 on the money line. The Twins are plus 126 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 8.5. You have Ryan on the mound for the Twins. Brito on the mound for the Yankees. I like the Yankees in this game on the money line. I think they have a little bit better offense than the Twins. And, let me look at something real quick. Oh, take a little closer look at this pitching matchup real quick. Yeah, Ryan's on the mound for the Twins. He's 2-0 with a 3.75 ERA. Brito for the Yankees is 2-0 with a 0.90 ERA. Yankees have the pitching advantage. They also both these teams are 8-4, so the Twins have been playing good baseball. Uh, both teams' batting averages are about the same in this game. Opponent batting average though is the Yankees have a better opponent batting average than what the Twins do. This will be the first game these two teams have played this season. Uh, Twins are 3-2 over their last 5 games. Yankees are 4-1 over their last 5. I like the Yankees on the money line in this game. Okay. Next game is the Detroit Tigers and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are 1.5 run favorites in this game, minus 240 on the money line. The Tigers are plus 198 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 9.5 runs. A lot of these over unders are high today. Uh, for the Tigers, you have Tumble on the mound. You have Bassett on the mound for the Rangers. or I mean for the Blue Jays, excuse me. Bassett plays for the Blue Jays, not the Rangers. But Tumble for the Tigers is 0-2 with a 13.50 ERA. Bassett for the Blue Jays is 1-1. He has a 10.61 ERA. So neither one of these pitchers have been the strongest this season. Uh, but Tigers are 2-9 overall. Blue Jays are 8-4 overall. Tigers only hitting 198 as a team, where the Blue Jays are hitting close to 300 as a team. Blue Jays are hitting 289 as a team. So Blue Jays are really hitting the ball well. I like the Blue Jays in this game. I'll take the Blue Jays. I'm gonna take the Blue Jays at the -1.5 because the money line is pretty high. All right, next game we have tonight: Pittsburgh Pirates at the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals are 1.5 run favorites. They're -7.5 or -275 on the money line. Pirates are +225 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 8.5. Let's see the pitching. You have Velasquez on the mound for the Pirates, who is 0-2 with a 9.82 ERA. On the mound for the Cardinals is Montgomery. He is 2-0 with a 2.25 ERA. Pirates are 7-5 overall. The Cardinals are 5-7 overall. I think a lot of people would have been surprised if you said that the Pirates would have a better rack against the run line performance, but Pirates are hitting 228 as a team. You have the Cardinals hitting 284 as a team. The Pirates are 2-3 over their last 5. Cardinals are 3-2 over their last 5 games. This will be the first time these two teams have met this season. I like the Cardinals in this game at the -1.5. And then the last game of the night in the Major League Baseball, you have the Milwaukee Brewers at the San Diego Padres. The Padres are 1.5 run favorites, -156 on the money line. The Brewers are +132 on the money line. Over under is at 9 runs in this game. All right, on the mound for the Brewers, their pitcher has not been announced yet. Still undecided. For the Padres, you're going to have Martinez, who is 0-1 with a 6.17 ERA in 11 innings pitched. The Brewers are 8-4 overall. San Diego is 7-6 overall. Brewers are hitting 264 as a team. The Padres are only hitting 229 as a team. Padres are 2-3 over their last 5 games. The Brewers are 2-3 over their last 5 games. Excuse me. The Padres are 3-2 over their last 5 games. This will be the first time these two teams have met. I like the Padres here at home on the money line.
I went the opposite.
Did you went the opposite?
I went Milwaukee. They've been playing pretty good ball. It worries me a little bit they ain't announced their pitcher yet.
Yeah,
that worries me.
That worries me.
But San Diego can be up and down too. They get on a row and they really hit the ball, but then they can struggle hitting the ball for some reason. And it don't make no difference home or away with them.
Yeah,
they're real streaky.
That's all the games that are left for tonight because, like I said, you already had a few start. Since there is no NBA tonight, and there's only the 5 MLB games left, I'm gonna give a pick out for each game.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the Reds on the money line, the Yankees on the money line, the Blue Jays at the -1.5, Cardinals at the -1.5, and the Padres on the money line. That's gonna be my picks today for Major League Baseball.
My picks for Major League Baseball, my parlay. I got Minnesota at the Yankees. I'll take the Yankees money line. I got Philadelphia at Cincinnati. I'll take Cincinnati money line. And I got Milwaukee money line at San Diego.
Good. Did you have any?
Yeah, I got NHL. I got Boston money line at Montreal. San Jose at Edmonton. I'll take Edmonton money line. And I got Vegas money line at Seattle.
NBA, no games tonight, but you have the final games of the play-in tournament tomorrow. As you have the Chicago Bulls and the Miami Heat, they'll play for the season. The 8th seed is going to be in the East, and then you have the OKC Thunder at the Minnesota Timberwolves playing for the 8th seed in the West. First round of the playoffs of the actual playoffs starts Saturday afternoon at 1 Eastern. Tomorrow night, the Heat are 5.5-point favorites against the Bulls. They are -210. Heat are -210 on the money line. Bulls are +176 on the money line. Over-unders at 208. If you watched last night's game, the Bulls and Raptors was up real big. Bulls came back in the second half, led by Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan's daughter to win that game. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I heard about it and then I seen it. He said he's gonna give her some money.
What a hell of a scream!
Yeah, it was.
And I wonder how. I mean, it looked like she had some effect on it because they missed all kinds of free throws.
Yeah, they did.
But Raptors should have won that game. But the Bulls, Levine goes off for 30 in the second half. Bulls end up winning that game, so they get a chance to play tonight to try to make the actual playoffs, or not tonight, tomorrow night. And then the OKC Thunder knock off the Pelicans last night as 5.5-point underdogs. They'll play Minnesota tomorrow night to see who moves on to the playoffs in the 8th seed in the West. The Timberwolves are 5-point favorites, -210 on the money line. Thunder are +176 on the money line. Over-unders at 228. I'll give out my picks for them games on tomorrow's show. But right now I'm favoring the Bulls. I'm favoring both underdogs. I'm favoring the Bulls against the Heat, and then I'm favoring the Thunder against the Timberwolves. I'll tell you what, I haven't watched a whole lot of Thunder games, but I've been keeping up a little bit on Gilchrist Alexander because I just like the way he plays. But watching them play last night with Alexander and then that young Australian guy, Giddy.
Giddy, yeah.
Giddy had 30 points, 9 or 10 rebounds, 9 or 10 assists. I think he was one rebound, either one assist or one rebound away from having a triple-double.
Yeah, I know Rob Scott was talking about him.
Alexander had like 29, 30 points. Them two really carried that Thunder team last night.
I was going to ask you about something away from the NBA, if that's all right. Or you go ahead and finish with the NBA, and then we'll talk about.
Oh no, you're all right.
Okay. Got a UFC fight coming up Saturday. Max Hollowell taking on Arnold Allen, and Hollowell is, let me see here, 23-7, 19-7 UFC. But he's taking on Arnold Allen, who's 19-1, but 10-0 in the UFC. And right now the odds are Hollowell is -188, Allen's +162. I don't know if are you familiar with Allen at all?
Yeah, a little bit.
What do you think?
I think Holloway's going to be. I think Max Holloway's going to be too much for him. I think it could be a pretty good. I think it'd be a decent fight, but I think Max Holloway's going to be too much for him in that fight. It's a decent card. You have Edson Barboza on that card as well.
Yeah,
against Quarantillo. Barboza's a underdog in that fight. You got Jacoby against Murzakanov. Azmat Murzakanov. Some of these names are hard to pronounce. Kudalaba against Bozer. Pedro Munoz against Gutierrez. I think that'll be a pretty good one.
Yep.
And you got Clay Guida fighting again, who coming off a big win in his last fight against Rafa Garcia, which I think Guida's going to have a lot of trouble with Rafa. Even though I'd like to see I'd like to see Guida pull out the upset. That's the main card.
Yeah, Barbosa's the underdog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
So,
both.
what do you think about that?
I think that's going to be a real good fight. I think I forget the name of the guy Barbosa's fight now. I went to a different page, but
Quintillo.
Quintillo. I think Quintillo has a good chance of winning that fight. Seeing who's all in the prelims here. TJ, you got Nicolaus on the prelims. He's a favorite. Ed Herman against Zach Cummings.
I've seen Herman.
Um, Other than that, there's not a whole lot of names I recognize on the prelims. Well, the feature prelim of I guess not the feature prelim. It would just be one of the prelims. Jocelyn Edwards and Lucy Podolova. Uh, I think that would be a good one. I actually like the underdog Edwards in that one, which we'll give out. We'll give out our some picks for UFC tomorrow night. UFC Saturday. So we'll give out some UFC picks tomorrow on Friday's show.
I think I like Barbosa to beat that Quintella.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a real good fight. But yeah, we'll give out our UFC picks for Saturday on tomorrow's show, along with the NBA picks, and then of course some baseball.
We may have to check on that. I mean, I think we can do a show, but I don't know what time we're leaving. But we could. We could always do a little early or something.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. Also, don't forget, or also if you missed last night's interview with a former pro wrestler and now podcast host from Heated Shenanigans podcast, Scott Hewlett, go check that out. You can find it on our Facebook and YouTube pages at Gonzo Sports Room. I thought it was a real interesting conversation last night. And then also don't forget this Saturday night we'll be in Kokomo, Indiana for AACW Pro Wrestling. Starting at 7:00. They got a good card. This will be their first show of 2023. New venue and everything. So looking excited for that. See what that new venue looks like. Show starts at 7 p.m. We'll be live on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at Gonzo Sports Room. So join us Saturday night for that.
I want to give a big shout out to Hillbilly Jed. He's going to be making his Game Changer Wrestling debut. He's a 20-year wrestling veteran, but he's going to be making his debut. They're going to be in Evansville, Indiana, Sunday, I believe at 5 p.m. And he's going to be making his debut.
Why he's just now making his Game Changer Wrestling debut makes no sense to me. I know they're in Indiana this weekend. I think in Evansville. Yeah. But they've been in Indiana before. Yeah. And even if you're not in Indiana, Hillbilly Jed's one of the best big men in my opinion out there.
But I mean, don't want to speak for Hillbilly Jed because I don't know the situation. Being a 20-year vet, maybe he didn't want to go at this point. True. Maybe he's not wanting to travel to.
But even when he was younger, you would have thought he could. I mean, maybe not Game Changer because I don't know how long they've been, but you would think
they really just. I don't know how long.
I was going to say maybe not Game Changer, but you think some of these other bigger organizations would have been after him.
Impact Wrestling, NWA.
I mean,
there's like I said yesterday.
Hillbilly Jed's one of the best big men I've watched. I mean, I enjoy, oh man, I've seen him in some wars with Brody Bodkins, who we just had on a couple weeks ago. Him and Tankman put on a hell of a last man standing match.
Maybe I'm just a homer, but with some of the wrestling minds that we have here in Indiana, I think if they took some of this great talent we had in Indiana and they could get a TV deal, I think they could be successful. I'm not saying to rival AEW, or I'm not naive or crazy, but I'm just saying could put on a product that could draw viewers and make money for even if it was a local network, like a Channel 6 or something back like they did back in the day with Dick the Bruiser and stuff. I think that could be done. I really do. And a lot of this talent could wrestle at NWA or Impact or further Game Changer or even further up.
In my opinion, if you had the right guys promoting it, when the wrestling minds we have here in Indiana, I can think of about three or four guys if they were working together.
And I'm sure there's more.
Yeah, no, I'm sure there's more. I'm just
I know there's more because I mean
there's more.
but I mean
I'm
we
just saying
haven't,
if
we haven't
I
been
could think
around
right
it.
off the top of my head of 3 or 4 guys,
Oh, I
if
can
you
too.
put them together and they were working together and they had some money to back them,
Yep.
that they could compete. If not, they could compete with Game Changer. They could be.
Really, I'm no doubt. I mean, I'm not putting Game Changer down at
No,
all because what he's done is a proven model that is working for the way he
yeah,
wants to do it, and it's working, no doubt about it. But I think that that model could be redone and use Fight TV like the. I think it could be redone with some of the talent they've got. No doubt in my mind.
yeah. Oh, I agree 100%. I think right now, if you put Mike King, Joey Owens, Hillbilly Jed, and like a Jake Oman together, and let them guys with their their minds and their wrestling business, and they were.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, they could put together hell of storylines and shows.
And there's other guys out
Yeah,
there.
no, there's other. I'm just saying them.
Well, I'm just saying like guys like Billy
Yeah.
Rock and,
Oh yeah, Billy Rock.
Damien Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other guys.
There's
but,
other
I mean,
guys.
but we've been around those guys quite a bit.
And yeah, and I know Jed does a lot of the booking for New Era.
Seeing what TJ Kemp's done with his promotion in the first year and the way he's built it up.
So
Slowly but surely.
A lot of guys in Indiana that I think have real good wrestling minds. So.
But you could take some of the veterans that's here in Indiana and some of the young guys and put them together. It could be a dynamite product. I mean, I wish it was a way to. I wish I had the money to do it.
Then let's see. That's Saturday. That's all for this weekend. Then also join us Monday night for our weekly wrestling show at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. That Marcus Fine joins us on.
Yeah, real quick. That Game Changer will be on Fight TV. That can be purchased. I don't know the price, but it's again at 5 p.m. But that pay per view can be purchased on Fight TV. I don't think it's real expensive. I think it's probably in that $10 to $15 range. Just to let people know in case they was wanting to check it out. Billy Starks is going to.
I was going to say there's some other Indiana talent.
She's going to be tagging with Billy Rock and somebody else.
Cole
Radrick, who's from Indiana and big Game Changer.
Guy, yep.
I looked at the card. It's a pretty good card. So people might be interested in checking that out.
I think it's in Evansville, Indiana, if I remember correctly.
I'm planning on watching it, and then at 8 p.m. Impact's got a pay-per-view, and I'm going to watch it. So I'm going to have.
You said that was tonight or tomorrow?
No, Sunday.
Sunday. Okay.
Sunday night.
We don't have a show Sunday. I was going to say when you said you're going to watch, I'm like, no. You ain't watching. We're going to be at a show tomorrow night.
No, it's Sunday. I'm going to have 5 and figure it'll be over by 8, and I'm going to watch Impact at 8. I'm 6 hours of wrestling, baby. I'm going to be in heaven.
Almost like WrestleMania again.
Yep.
But my picks for tonight, baseball. Like I said, no NBA tonight. We'll give out NBA picks for Friday's games and Saturday games tomorrow. If we might have to do the show a little earlier tomorrow. If we do, we'll put out a post letting everybody know because we're going to watch some minor league baseball tomorrow. But tonight's games: Reds money line, Yankees money line, Blue Jays -1.5, Cardinals -1.5, and the Padres on the money line. My picks for the year at I have 200 and 171. So doing pretty good, almost 30 games over 500. So that's pretty good. We appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate Andre and Billy in the comments, and we'll be back tomorrow right around 3:00 with another episode of Easy Money, a sports betting show. Do you have anything else before we get out of here?
No, just have a good day, everybody, and good night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at GonzoSportsRoom. Also, like and follow on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at GonzoSportsRoom. That's where we post all the information about our shows. But thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow. This has been Easy Money, a sports betting show.